What up, everybody? Back again for another episode. So, this episode, this is pretty crazy. This what I mean. I know crazy things like this can probably happen in America, right? They can, but they're less likely just because our police is a lot better. We have a stronger police force. It can be a little bit more militant, right? Which all police forces are, but you know, I mean these gang members basically strong armed, and I don't want to say strong armed, they just kind of muscled their way, past these cops. And there was a lot of them. A lot. Let's take a look. I don't know. These cops are probably thinking like, man, I'm over this job. Like, they could have easily lost their lives right there. Those guys that were initially pointing the guns at them, if they felt that those cops were really a threat, they would have taken them out. We're talking a third world country here, Brazil. They could have taken them out if they wanted to, no problem, and gotten away with it. Those living in those favelas or those areas right there in the hills, it's so easy to. There's so many spots to hide, and there's probably not a bunch of cameras around like there is, here in the United States where there's cameras everywhere. Everyone's got a Ring camera, everything. I mean, out there, obviously someone's recording it. They got a phone. I'm sure there'd be some people that would record it, but I mean, I'm sure most of the people would get away. But you see how many people came out from around that corner? Those cops are probably like, oh my gosh. And they're all just pointing the guns at the cops. Just what? They're like, man, we gotta find another line of work. That's crazy, man. Like, that's crazy. Crazy. Like, you get cops here in the United States, when they pull into a gang infested area, they're already calling it in. They're already calling in for backup. Whatever they're saying. They're already calling it in. If there was a bunch of dudes that just pulled out guns and pointed at the cops, those cops are gonna most likely they're gonna get out of their car, they're gonna run to the back of the car, and they're gonna post up. And they're just gonna find a spot. They're gonna post up. They're not gonna, actually, I take that back. I saw another video where there was like these dudes did a drive-by shooting in Detroit, and these cops, they didn't even get out of their car. They just took off and fled the scene. They just fled the scene, and then apparently they came back to see if the person that got shot at was okay. So not all cops would do this, but a lot of times cops are, they're going to be in that standoff. They're going to call it in. They might reverse the car, get into a safer spot, but they're not just going to leave and just let these guys get away. They're going to, there might be a shootout. There may not be. It might be a standoff. Next thing you know, backup's going to be pouring in. Boom, boom, boom. Helicopter support, everything. Like, those guys are not just going to get away with like that scot-free. But this is Brazil. This is a completely different country. It's crazy. That was wild. And those dudes, like, you see half of them were like walking by with confidence, like, actually the first two, there's like the first two guys, if you go back and look, let's go look at it real quick. You see the first two guys, they're just walking by with like some confidence, like, ain't nothing gonna happen to me. We got this. This is our hood. This is crazy, bro. Crazy. And I mean, I grew up in a rough area, growing up in Southern California, but I've never seen anything like that. You know what I mean? There'd be shootouts with cops and stuff like that, but it ain't no 30 guys or half the neighborhood or whatever, armed with guns. That's on a whole nother level. But makes me happy to live where I live, living here in the United States of America. Anyway, let me know what you guys think of this video. It's pretty wild, huh? It's pretty crazy. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Later.